We may still be in the thick of the winter season, but it won't be long before spring arrives and ushers in the 2019 season for spring sports in the SUNYAC. The coaches for baseball, men's lacrosse, women's lacrosse, and softball have cast their votes in this season's SUNYAC preseason polls for each of those sports. Here's a preview of the upcoming seasons for those sports and where the teams in those respective sports are ranked as voted on by the coaches. First off is baseball. The Cortland Red Dragons have edged out the top spot with a total of 35 points. Oswego was voted number 2 with 31 points, while Brockport landed the third spot with 27. Cortland will look to return to championship form after just falling short last year. Last season's team was a number 1 seed in the 2018 SUNYAC tournament, following a 32-10 season, but fell just shy of winning a conference title after falling to Oswego. Overall, Cortland has won 34 SUNYAC titles in the program's history, the most among all other SUNYAC baseball programs. Oswego hopes to extend the success from its 2018 conference championship season into the 2019 campaign. Last year's team had the second best record in the conference with a 30-14 record overall. The Lakers made it to the SUNYAC championship against the Red Dragons and in a doubleheader routed Cortland in both of the final 2 games thanks to a terrific offensive showing. The Oswego program carries 14 conference championships overall. Brockport rounds out the top 3 teams in the 2019 preseason poll as voted on by the SUNYAC baseball coaches. The Golden Eagles finished 4th in the conference last season, posting a 9-9 record in conference play while finishing 18-20 overall. Since 2014, the Golden Eagles haven't missed a SUNYAC tournament appearance. In last year's tournament, they ended up losing their championship bid to New Paltz. The Golden Eagles have taken home the SUNYAC championship trophy 5 times in their program's history. Next, it's men's lacrosse. The Cortland Red Dragons have been voted number 1 with 36 points. Plattsburgh was voted number 2 with 29 points, and Geneseo comes in the 3rd spot with 25. Cortland hopes for another conference championship after winning the SUNYAC title in 2018 against Plattsburgh. The program has now won 16 conference titles since 2000, and the program's 26 SUNYAC titles overall are the most among all other men's lacrosse programs in the conference. The Plattsburgh Cardinals hope 2019 is the year they'll return to championship form. After being crowned conference champions in 2017, following their defeat of Cortland in that season's conference championship, Plattsburgh couldn't repeat the same success in last year's title match, losing to Cortland. The program's 2017 SUNYAC title was its first ever. After sitting out last year's SUNYAC tournament, the Geneseo men's lacrosse team hopes to find itself back in the tournament bracket this season and win their first conference title since 2007. The Knights just missed securing the last spot in the conference tournament to Oswego. The program has won the SUNYAC title 3 times. In women's lacrosse, the Cortland Red Dragons rank number 1 with 77 points. Just behind at number 2 is Brockport with 72, while Geneseo is ranked 3rd with 68 points. Cortland had quite the year in 2018 and hopes 2019 is no different. Last season, the program captured its 20th consecutive SUNYAC championship with a victory over Brockport in last year's title match. Cortland has won 21 SUNYAC titles in their program's history. Brockport enters 2019 seeking its first conference title in program history. The Golden Eagles came close to achieving the feat last year, but fell short to the Red Dragons in the 2018 conference title game. Geneseo hopes 2019 is the year they bring home the program's first ever conference title. Last season's team bowed out in the 2018 SUNYAC tournament's semifinal game to Brockport. The Knights finished 2018 with a 13-4 record and went 6-2 in conference play. Last but not least is softball. The Geneseo Knights have received the most votes to land in the number 1 spot with 76 points. Cortland ranks just behind at number 2 with 73, while Oswego was voted number 3 with 66 points. Geneseo hopes to recapture the magic from last year's campaign that enabled them to finish 32-9 in the regular season and capture the SUNYAC title. The Knights entered last year's SUNYAC championship as a number 1 seed after finishing 13-3 in conference play, managing to overcome Cortland in the championship game to snap the Red Dragons' 3-year conference title streak. The Knights carry 2 SUNYAC titles to their name. Cortland hopes to return to championship form in 2019. The Red Dragons finished 23-19 overall last year, including 12-5 in conference play, earning the team a number 2 seed in the SUNYAC championship. However, they ultimately fell to Geneseo. Losing in the SUNYAC championship is something that doesn't happen very often for the Cortland softball program. Since 2003, they've been crowned conference champions 10 times and have won 15 conference titles overall. The Oswego Lakers hope to make a return to the SUNYAC championship this season and win the program's first ever conference title. Last year's team played well enough to get into last season's softball championship as the 4th seed. However, the Lakers would end up coming a bit short in their championship bid. The 2018 team finished 19-15 overall, along with an 11-7 record in conference play. For more on the spring preseason preview and other stories involving SUNYAC sports, head to our website at sunyacsports.com.